So make me tell you about the like better TV, radio, entertainment, news and sports. Make me tell you about the like better TV, radio. Yes, them calling me Dieko Obi, and you're listening to a like better TV, radio. Don't touch that dial. You touch it, I'd make it bath.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen.
All right, good morning and welcome to the lovely Tuesday edition of the show, The Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafi Martinez, and you have to come with the Elegbete One Sports. Whatever the disappointment you felt yesterday, I felt it too. How bad it was yesterday, it was bad for me too. It's a combination of a lot of things, probably internet. I still can't place a foot on it, but I know that the team at Google told me that they were having several issues in their Singaporean base, but I mean, these things happen. It's once you trust the internet to deliver, sometimes anything that you do via the airwave, the internet space, sometimes it just goes this way. So it's the same. Even transmitter that is super trusted sometimes goes down. Antenna sometimes goes down. So it's one of those things that we get. We don't plan for them. We don't want them to happen, but it's like death. We all know that it's there. We all know that it can happen, but we all pretend like we're not going to see it. Well, the Premier League marathon matches begins from today. Yes, there's going to be plenty of matches this week. Ipswich Town will host Crystal Palace, Leicester, West Ham. I was asking this question when I saw the fixtures yesterday, and the first thing that crossed my mind, why put the lazy teams first? The struggling lazy team. If you check the league table, Crystal Palace, Ipswich Town, Leicester City, West Ham, all of those guys are not in the best position. So when you go to the Premier League table, you will see that West Ham are in 14, Leicester is 16, Crystal Palace 17, Ipswich Town 19. These are lazy teams in the league. We all started a race that we all started at the same time. Some teams are at the top. When I look at the Premier League table and I look at how everybody think that Manchester City are in crisis, but they've lost a lot of games anyway. Having lost 4 games in the league already this season, Liverpool have 1 defeat. Arsenal, with all the many talk of bottling, struggling, and the rest, have lost 2, but they've also drawn 7 wins out of 13. Not really a good one, but it seems like the revival started for them. Chelsea, exactly the same. Everything about Chelsea and Arsenal is just duplicate. Arsenal is on top of Chelsea, probably based on alphabet, because they've got everything the same. 26 goals scored, 14 conceded, goal difference 12, 25 points, 2 defeats, 4 draws, 7. Jesus Christ, what kind of copycat, stuff is that? But then Man City now reversed it. Okay, it's 7 wins, 2 draws, 4 defeat. Manchester City in the Premier League. That's new. Okay, so Man City are in a place where you can't banter them. If you want the Premier League 4 times in a row, there is no room to banter them. There's no need to banter them. But it's just funny. I want to ask this question. My first throughout question for the show today is Manchester City and Manchester United. Who would finish higher in May? Put a lead on it. Put your comment on that one. What's your gut feeling telling you? Robosa is back in scoring terms with Ruben Amorim's magic. Who is Robosa? Joshua Zexi. His name is Joshua Robosa Zexi. Yeah, he may be playing for the Dutch national team, but he's in Nigerian. Yeah. And so you know that one. But who will finish above who? Remember when I told you guys that no matter what Newcastle does, for as long as they have an English coach on the bench, I can't trust them. I can't believe them. When Newcastle ain't shit, they ain't doing nothing good. They ain't making any progress. You know why? They are stuck in 11th position. Tottenham Hotspur with their coach who wins the title every second season of his coaching career. Wow, definitely one thing you can guarantee is that they're not going to win the league title. They might win something else, but definitely not the league title. Tomorrow, when we're on the show, we'll talk about the other fixtures. Everton play Wolves, Manchester City play Nottingham Forest. Not going to be an easy one. Newcastle hosts Liverpool, Southampton would host Chelsea. Arsenal would host Manchester United. That's going to be very difficult for Arsenal. For those Arsenal fans who are on my DM shouting, we will beat Man United, shut up. Shut up. Man United are not as bad as you think. Aston Villa will be hosting in from Brentford. Okay, we will see if that will provide the opportunity, the window of Aston Villa to find a win. They've been struggling lately, combining the weight of playing in Europe and playing in the league. They are beginning to feel what others feel. Well, the Dutch are not left out in this compressed fixtures in this Christmas period. Ajax Amsterdam will be playing at home against Utrecht, and in Spain they are also there. Put it on the marker. Tomorrow, Athletic Bilbao will be hosting Real Madrid. Yes, that's the way it is. And if you're there, let's come back to games in other places today. FC Barcelona will travel to Mallorca. Let's see if the Basque Giant, the Catalonian Kings, will be able to do something against Samuel Eto'o's former club. Two of Samuel Eto'o's former club are playing today. Yes, starting from 7 p.m. Nigerian time, wherever you are. Well, we've got a whole lot of news items today, the ones from yesterday and the one from today. Let me check with you guys. Put in the comment section. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys seeing me? Is everything clear? Please let me know in the comment section, and not just be talking, I mean losing it, okay? Well, the talk of Mo Salah leaving Liverpool is on the wrong way. It's not taking off yet, but it's on the wrong way. Its agent spoken, to some people behind the scene, and this is the deal. Mo Salah really, really wants to stay. You understand me? His heart is here, but his head is on the money. You understand? And he's also brought it down. Initially, he wanted a 3-year deal. 3-year deal to placate him, to say thank you, King, for what you've done. And I don't think he's ended right for that. But Liverpool don't want that. That's 1. 2, 3-year deal is not just on the 350. He's earning something in the region of 400, 450, 500 would be nice. We all know that Liverpool don't have that money. Liverpool's never, ever had money in my entire lifetime of following football. That's one of the reasons why I respect them. Not one of those clubs who goes out there to spend the big money, but from Kenny Dalglish, from Keegan, Kenny Dalglish, Mark Manaman, John Barnes, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, Steven Gerrard, into this era. Liverpool have always known how to crafting a good player or a good group of players and bring them in and win them together to get the desired result. Winning Champions League, winning league titles, FA Cup. There's a distance between the league title win anyway, but that's been the history of the club, and I respect them for that. But right now, would they be able to meet this demand? In the modern game, players are different. If you're going to give Mo Salah 500 or 400, some of the players in the team will be demanding for more. So, should he stay or go? My position, I was on 54 Football X the other 2 Mondays ago, and they asked me that question, and I said, if I am the management of Liverpool, I'm going to let him go. One, if you give him a 1-year contract and this season ends, let's say hypothetically, they win it, Mo Salah scores a lot of goals, it will be disastrous again. We get into the same conversation next season. He wants to go, and then he starts again and he's scoring. One of the things with Mo Salah right now, he doesn't move, he doesn't run, he doesn't walk that much, but he knows how to score the goal. He knows how to create them. And then again, we get into this conversation. Why postponing the obituary when we can just have the obituary now, like the Muslim people would do? Bury the Mangala. Let's move on, right? So I think for me, let Mo Salah go, because better than Mo Salah have come and gone, and the club is still rising and rising. And his lot is doing wonders, but I know if he loses 3 players, the triangle of Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mo Salah, that might be a different story. But like a top Liverpoolian said on the Views from the Stand yesterday, I'm talking about Chinaman, China Acheru, man. What he said made sense to me. He said, look, Whether they want to leave or they want to stay, it's up to them. But if they want to leave, at least they will still play for the team to the end of the season. If Liverpool goes on to win the league title by the end of the season, then they should go. There's no big deal about it. Whether it's Virgil van Dijk, whether it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, whether it's Mo Salah, good. So how does he tie up all of this? Mo Salah decides to stay, Virgil van Dijk will stay. Trent Alexander looked like he would leave. Okay, you know one of the funny things about Trent Alexander right now, nobody's saying again he's not a good defender. Nobody's saying again he should play from midfield. Like I've always said, I will not play him in midfield. I'll play him in the position where he's playing. And I think that when the team gets going properly, nobody will remember those lapses. Where is Emmanuel Sebastian now? It's exactly what I've said, and I've said it over and over and over and over again. And you can see how good that has turned out to be. Having said that, though, I think that he is the trigger of the three. I think that by January, Real Madrid would come out fully on Trent Alexander-Arnold. If they are on top of the La Liga and they look like, okay, we need to save our season, Champions League might not work, let's go on this one, they might come for Trent Alexander-Arnold in January and decide to hook him up. I'm not saying I heard it anywhere. I mean, we've not had any year we go from Fabrizio Romano, but that's what I think. And once that is done, Mo Salah on his own part would want to also leave by the end of the season. And if Mo Salah is going, then Virgil van Dijk will say to himself, you know what, like it or not, if this guy is gone, Trent Alexander-Arnold is gone, I think it's time to turn a new leaf and look for a new club to go. Where he would go, I don't know. Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, even Real Madrid, I don't know. But for Mo Salah, Paris Saint-Germain have said they are willing to give him whatever he's asking for. Also willing to give him a 3 years or 4 years contract, whatever he wants. But they can afford to pay. Money is not an issue. They are building a team, young players, Bakula, this one, that one. But they just need somebody who's got experience, somebody who's a brand power. When you're a big club, you need all those kind of players anyway. So don't ask me why are they signing Mo Salah. They need Mo Salah because sometimes a big club or a big club wannabe or a wannabe big club always needs to have a big player, like someone, a go-to guy that everybody talks about. So that's the reason why they want him. But beyond that, there is deals in Qatar, there's deals in Saudi Arabia, there are deals everywhere. So whichever way he chooses to go, it's up to him to make that decision. That's that on Mo Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Virgil van Dijk. The FA Cup third round draws has been made, and there are some interesting fixtures, some very, very interesting matchup that I am seeing in the draws that's just making me laugh. Okay, so let's start. Exeter. If you grew up, in the pretty little decent environment, Exeter, as far as I'm concerned, is Conbeef. But then, as I grew up, started seeing Exeter as a football club. Exeter City versus Oxford, same of the same. Later, Orient versus Derby County, same of the same. Reading versus Burnley, similar. Aston Villa versus West Ham, same of the same. Norwich City versus Brighton, that's where it's not loop-sided a bit. The power block is shifting. Manchester City versus Salford. Okay, Salford is owned by the class of 92. Some guys in the class of 92, not all of them, but some of them. And Gary Neville is already saying that they will beat City, that City can be beaten by anybody right now. Millwall versus Degam and Redbridge. So this Degam and Redbridge, I've got my own story about this team. I used to have a jersey, so purple, violet color, deep purple, like the Burnley jersey, like the Aston Villa, like the West Ham type jersey. Used to have one of their jersey like that, Degam and Redbridge. My elder sister. So the gap between me and I is so much that I don't call her my elder sister, I call her my auntie. Auntie Elizabeth bought it for me back in the day. Back in the day where I used to enjoy the luxury of living in the ghetto during school days and flying British Airways to London and then going to Amsterdam. Elder sister who I call auntie. I don't know how the reasons. Somebody will be the same father, but you'll be calling them auntie. Some say, even my wife call her elder sister. I understand. It's our culture, there's nothing wrong with it. It's in our culture, so let's just leave it like that. Liverpool will play against Accrington Sterling. This is another club that used to have their jersey. Bristol City versus Wolves. I've had a Wolves jersey before too. Preston North End versus Charlton Athletic. I've also had the Charlton Athletic without their sword, their jersey as well, the red one. And then you have Chelsea versus Morecambe. Okay, that's the fixtures there. And then the other matches, Middlesbrough versus Blackburn, Bournemouth versus West Brom, Mansfield Town versus Wigan Athletic, Tamworth versus Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, Tamworth are not happy that they're playing at home. They said they wish they were playing at 3-point lane, because they would have more crowd, they have more opportunity to sell more ticket, make more. That's what they are interested in. They know that they will be beaten by Tottenham Hotspur. So what's the big deal in playing at home? But hey, you never can tell. It's the FA Cup. It becomes a tradition. Some things can just change its way. Hull City will play against Doncaster Rovers. Sunderland, they used to be a team in the Premier League back in the days of Naya Queens. But now they are just, water don't pass Gary, as we say in Pidgin English in Warri, the streets of Warri. Sunderland versus Stoke City, even Stoke City with their rough football, Rory Dillap and the rest of them. Leicester City will play against Queen's Park Rangers. Okay, it's Ruud van Nistelrooy's time to decide that one. Brentford versus Plymouth Argyle. I used to have a Plymouth Argyle's blue jersey with tiny stripe. Okay, Coventry City versus Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Newcastle versus Bromley, Everton versus Petersburg. I've got this two club jersey back in the day. Wycombe versus Portsmouth. I've also got Portsmouth jersey back in the day. Birmingham versus Lincoln. Somebody sent me a Birmingham City jersey. One of my fan in Brilla back in the day, he went to the UK and he sent me a Birmingham City jersey. I used it. It was what I wore when I went with my wife and my kids to go do weekend at Intercontinental. I remember, right? Yeah, it was Birmingham City jersey. Okay, Leeds United. I mean, we all got Leeds jersey now. Some of us all grew up. I bought mine from Makaiva Market on Tuesday, Okrika Market Day. It was fantastic. Harrogate versus Leeds. Leeds United are playing at home. Elland Road is the place. Nottingham Forest, the boys in the Forest will drag Luton Town to the Evil Forest and sacrifice them if they can. Sheffield United versus Cardiff. And then you have Ipswich Town versus Bristol Rovers. And some of these names, you only hear them back in the day in pool paper. You only read them in those pool leaf, those big pool paper that you flip and flip. Those are the matches that are available. So Watford versus Fulham versus Watford, Crystal Palace versus Stoke City, all those ones are there as well. So it's up to you to decide. Don't forget the third round draw puts us on a monstrous fixture like this. FA Cup third round draw, Man United and Arsenal in monstrous style as Liverpool handed minus draw. Gary Neville silenced by Arne Slot as Liverpool make pundit look foolish for his comment. Oh boy, so many interesting headlines that I see here that just get me going. Okay, so whatever it is that tickles your fancy in all of that I've said, put it in the comment section. Let me hear from you. And there is a whole lot more to talk about. But let me also. Some people are like, okay, and what's going on? Okay, so let me give you that gist, okay? Holders Manchester United will begin their defense of the FA Cup with a monstrous third round tie against Arsenal. So Arsenal play Manchester United tomorrow. They're still going to play Arsenal in the FA Cup again. United beat Manchester City at Wembley in May under Erik ten Hag. And now his replacement, Ruben Amorim, will pit his wheat against Mikel Arteta in his first FA Cup match. Yeah. 2023 winners City have themselves been handed an intriguing tie with Salford City, owned by the class of 92, heading to Etihad. The two remaining non-league teams in the pot have been handed tasty draws. To Dagenham and Redbridge, will face Millwall, while Tamworth will entertain Premier League's team Spurs. The third round matches will be played around the weekend of January 11. The draw as it happened is below. Okay, so I've already given you that already. So let's look at some very shitty talking things that went down yesterday and even this morning. Okay, let me take some. Gary Neville respond to Salford draw. Well, this could well come back to bite him, especially given Salford record for hiring and firing in recent years. He's getting sacked in the money. That's what Gary Neville tweeted. We will see at the end of the day who gets sacked at the end of the day. One of the things that I know is that I am not in a position where I can confidently banter or mock Pep Guardiola. Let's be very honest. The man have been successful. If you ask me, like Joel asked me what I think is wrong with City, I think that Pep Guardiola, this is my opinion, Okay, I didn't see it anywhere. But I think that Pep Guardiola is paying the price for his loyalty to his players. And it does happen, when you win the treble and you decide to be loyal to players, sometimes that happens. This team was due for a rejig after the treble. And Gundogan left, he still went and brought him back. And if you notice, Gundogan has been the shadow of the guy that we used to know. You're not the guy that we used to know. You're a shadow of yourself. I think I lost you long ago. Yeah, that's the way it sounds as far as Ike Gundogan is concerned. Last season, Kevin De Bruyne at the end of last season was flirting with Saudi Arabia. He even said that his wife has found a school for his children. He was ready to move. His wife doesn't have a problem with it. I said, yeah, on this show, let him go. If your boyfriend naga, let him go. But guess what? Pep Guardiola decided, please stay. Let's do something. Let's create beautiful memories. You are the battery that activate what's it called? The Norwegian tour in Erling Haaland. You are the SIM card that gives him network. Blah, 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 blah. Look at him. What has he brought to the team this season? People say, when I say this, people say that you are very mean. Yes, I am. When it comes to coaching, when it comes to football, I don't play all this loyalty, nice person thing. No, it's a military. One bomb and the entire landscape is different. So what I do is refresh my team all the time, keep the competition going. And that's been Pep Guardiola's style. But he decided to stay loyal to the guys that won him and decided, you know what, and what's it called? Alvarez, or whatever his name, Julian Alvarez, you want to leave? Go to where make you happy. He didn't get a replacement. Some things like that. And you see, we are in a place now. The history of the Premier League, one thing that Sir Alex Ferguson have over every other coach is that he's the only coach who've had to rebuild from the scratch and, reset his team and come back again to win. That's the challenge that Pep Guardiola is facing now. Whatever happened this season, winning the Premier League title is out of it. Champions League, I'm not going to even count him in anymore. FA Cup or Carabao Cup, I'm not. Look, it's not in the Carabao Cup. Tottenham Hotspur knocked him out. FA Cup or whatever, I'm not counting him in. But I think that this, in two ways, might be a blessing in disguise. Wreck the ship, bring everything down. Empty the ship, throw all the cargoes in the sea, and let the fish, let the whale swallow Jonah. Whatever it is, if you believe that Bible story, I do not. Then let the team rebuild and let's see what comes out of it. Because again, Pep Guardiola never really had to rebuild in his entire career. When he came to Man City, he rebuilt, but he rebuilt a winning team, so it was easy to attract people. Now this is a dying giant. Would he be able to rebuild it? But then my question still is, as bad as it is for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola right now, Man United are on the rise. The trajectory says that they're going up we go. Yeah. Who will finish above who by the end of the season? That's one question I need you guys to answer in the comment section. But then yesterday, Timothy Dembo put up a whole lot of stories, took his time, worked very hard, get us the news. And then this morning, he didn't even bother again, forget about whether we had a game, skirmish with our network. It's done its thing. And I thought for myself, it is best that we get all of those news items together. So let's start with what's supposed to get yesterday before the network or the server or whatever glitch that we suffered yesterday happened. Let's start with the president of the Nigerian Football Federation that I am not confident in, that I've lost faith and trust and confidence in. I think it's the worst FA president we've ever had in my entire lifetime. And this is a country that I've had some very terrible FA president. But this guy is the mumu of them all. The president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusu, has shared plans to further develop women's football in Nigeria. He made this known after Saturday's friendly match between Nigerian Super Falcons and France, which ended in a 2-1 victory for the French side. Speaking to NFF TV after the game, Gusu expressed satisfaction with the Super Falcons' performance and stated that the federation will continue to organize grading friendlies for the team. He emphasized the NFF's commitment to supporting the players, ensuring they are all prepared ahead of the Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON, scheduled for 5th of July to 26th of July 2025 next year in Morocco. Let's hear from the man himself, I don't have faith in him. If you have faith in him, that's you. But me, I'm telling you the truth. I do not have faith in him.
So we promise Nigerians that anytime we have a FIFA window, we'll try and see how we can organize a Grade A match for our national teams. This happens to be one of them. And you saw the discovery of some of our home guests that were introduced to the game, and they performed extremely well. So I must say I'm highly delighted. I'm happy with the performance of the guests. And by the grace of God, we will continue to give them all the support that they needed going to the Women AFCON in July in Morocco. Sunday is I'm also going to look for a Grade A match. You know, when we try to play Algeria, we try to introduce all the home girls. You see some of them where I pick off to come here with them. And by the grace of God, we give them more opportunity to compete with a high-profile national teams in the world. And I want to assure them that by the grace of God, we will do whatever we can to ensure that we give them the good preparation they deserve before going to the AFCON in Morocco. We need to do more to invest in our female football. And we are going to do, we're going to come out with a policy to see how we can make it compulsory for each of our premier club to see how they can have a female counterpart team, because that is the trend that is going on all over the world. And that's the only way we can improve our female football. Once, by the grace of God, we try to make it a policy, all our premier clubs introduce their own female counterpart, then I think we're going to see a lot of these young girls being exposed to the world.
Mesdemoiselles, mesdames et messieurs, je vous dis bonsoir. Je m'appelle Oufama Demot et ce soir, je suis avec LGBT sur LGBT TV Radio.
Maybe it's a game we would have won. My name is Frank Idemudia.
When I say the guy is the worst NFF president, people think, oh, that he doesn't have respect. He's speaking on this man. You know, see the man talk like Momo just now. Now, person we get sense, we'll talk that to me just talk. We have a principle, policy. All the clubs in the league will have a female counterpart. Where they want to get the female counterpart? When the male, Korodu City now, where every day they do a job, they do a susu to go play match. Now then you go say they go carry the responsibility of female counterpart join them. Or which team won't get female counterpart? Now so that they do. Even the Europe where football big where we're so. Not everybody get female team. You just wake up, you've not NFF not get sponsor. Let me tell you guys so that in case you don't know, the last 2 matches that the Super Eagles played, we went to Surulere to buy Nike jerseys. Yes. We went to Zenith Sports. Yes. Paul shop to buy jersey for the Super Eagles to play. Nike not provide jersey. The man that has not been able to tie up a sponsorship deal for the NFF, a big brand as the Super Eagles and the Falcons combined together with their last performance at the World Cup for the women team, the Super Eagles, as bad as it can be, but they were in the finals of the AFCON. You've not been able to tie up a deal. You want to make clubs, Economic Warriors of Maiduguri, where they escape bomb every day, where they escape armed robbery attack, may they go load themselves up again with. When somebody now Mumu talks anyhow, doesn't think before he talk, just open mouth like wow, like tap and square. They say, let me just have an opinion. Let me say this thing. Maybe Nigerians will be excited about me. That's the kind of guy that is leading our football. May God help us. It's not something personal, but see, when something bad, we'll talk. That'll be every day they sing people praise. When somebody na idiot, we'll call him idiot. The idiot to be the line made a send DSS call carry me. I did the wait for them because that's the best that they know how to do in this part of the world. Well, let's go to Remo Stars camp. Daniel Ogumodede is the coach of Remo Stars, the Ijabo Krona, like the guy. But, I'm one of those who don't agree with the idea of a club coach. Again, this is the part of our football that I don't get. The part of our football that I cannot really relate with. You're coaching a professional team and you're coaching the national team. See, I know if I get club, if you try and say you want to leave the team, go coach the national team, I'll fire you straight. Because this is a professional. Coaching is an everyday job. So I don't understand, let the assistant in charge. This team had a reading, they were flowing in a particular reading, and then you went to that national team, you missed out on some matches, and then if that not cost them the title at the end of the season, what happened to my investment? Is the national team giving me money? No. It's not as if anytime you go to the national team will not say, oh, we are going to pay the club such money. No way, I'm not going to lie it. I don't know whether you guys agree, but you don't need to agree for this one. My opinion supersedes everybody's own. Remo Stars fell to Niger Tornadoes in Mina yesterday, which is the first day now. In match 15 of the Nigerian Premier Football League, Daniel Ogumadede's side lost 2-1 to Majin Mohammed. Niger Tornadoes dropping to second place behind Rivers United, who secured a win against Kano Pillars. Okay, speaking to the media after the game, Ogumadede stated that his team lost concentration at key moments, which proved to be the deciding factor in the match. He described the result as a good victory for Niger Tornadoes and a very disappointing loss for his team, but added that they would take the positive nonetheless. Let's hear from Daniel Ogumodede, the Ijabo Krona.
Maybe it's a game we would have won, but unfortunately we lost concentration at the moment where they got 2 quick goals. Their first attack led to the first goal. Their first corner kick led to the second goal, which is a lack of concentration on our part. Before their goal, we had a lot of opportunities to be on top of the game. We were all around them. We know how much we needed the game. But unfortunately, they got the 2 goals in split seconds in the first half. In the second half, you could see yourself. We were all around them. We wanted it more. But they defended well, defended their 2 goals. And it's a victory that is good for them. And a loss that is not very good for us. But nevertheless, we take the positive and we move to the next.
Well, somebody said that City will finish above Manchester United, Spinnet Cosmics. I would have stayed with that and ended it there, but then I said based on pedigree. My brother, if it is based on pedigree, Man United have a bigger pedigree than Manchester City. So maybe you should have said based on recent results in previous season, the last 10 years. But pedigree, if not pedigree with the grammar where you use there, and Man United be the ancient of days of Premier League pedigree. Don't play, my brother. Don't play. Okay. Well, let's move away from that one and go to the coach whose team conquered Remo Stars. Coach of Niger Tornadoes. Yes, his name is Majin Mohammed. Said his team lived up to expectation in their 2-1 win over Remo Stars in the MPFL match day 15 game on Sunday. Speaking after the game, he praised Remo Stars for their impressive style of play, organization, and quality. He also credited his own team of meeting expectation and hailed their determination and fighting spirit in securing the victory. Let's hear from Majin. Is it Majin? Majin Mohammed.
3 points. Remo Stars really showed that they are topping the league. I think since the beginning of the season, this is one of the most organized teams we have played so far. Experience compared to the young ones that we gather. But the boys live up to expectation. Determination, knowing well that we lost to Bayelsa United, which everybody is saying that it's not our team. So all we need to do is to put our eyes together to fight to make sure that we get 3 points, and that is exactly what happened.
Elecbetter TV Radio. We are not just about radio, TV, or YouTube numbers. We are all about connecting with people and creating a community of great minds and values.
Every day we sit and we say, is the league not having sponsors? You listen to that press conference, the Smash Presser, the two, it sounded like the coaches were inside the market. If you're a brand, would you put your brand attached to such a league? Press, I've said it, when I produced the league, one of my fights with the organizers of the league, and that's why they don't like me, I was like, don't let that boy come near the league, his own is too much. He's acting, he's demanding too much. You know that these people don't want you to ask them, put them to task for them to deliver on their job, right? I was like, I don't like this press conference where 2 million people are crowding the coach. If you want me to shoot it, if you want me to put it on air, I will not, because it's my production. I run the rings, run my production. It's your league, it's your game, yes, but it is my production. It's my name that is on the line. And I'm not going to put some amateur team because I will not be there to explain to people abroad, people on the international space when they watch it. Once they see it, so who do this rubbish? That's what they will say because they are used to international best practice. So if we want, we can create a cubicle. That's what I said. And I will do it with my own money for every center. We'll create a cubicle like you do in La Liga. We'll roll it in. So for the broadcast, we would do that, quality one. And then the sound bite will go out to everybody. But to have 1,000 people. Another thing I did not like with Nigerian League post-match is immediately after the match, you are putting a coach on the mic. My brother, that coach will speak rubbish. It is always nice to give them a breather. Let them get that 5-10 minutes to go into the dressing room, calm their head, think about this, reflect. Because if you're just walking from the dugout and come to meet the press, you go talk things, you go talk things. Things when we say, if you listen to it later, you'd ask yourself, let me talk that thing. We start to talk. Because adrenaline level is still very high. You pump and push, and you are not stable mentally. There's the rush, there is blurriness to the mind. But hey, I was talking sports science in the face of people who are talking sports politics. I don't do politics. I don't understand it. I just understand that logic and reasoning works for me, mind over matter. Okay, there's a method, there's a science to my madness. It's not just, I don't just go mad. There's a science to it, there's a method to it, and I like to do things that I can account for, I can explain later, I can write a book about, I can tell a story about. But hey, our football. But then they'll tell you go and look for money, go and bring sponsors. How do you bring sponsors to a league? I'm just praying that this Lagos Liga, shine a light. I just pray they don't make certain mistake. I pray they get it right. Like TCC are doing, even though there's still some polishing that needs to be done. I pray they get it right, because if they do, like I've said before, they are not a threat to the Nigerian League, but they can show you a sample or a semblance of what is achievable if organization is put right, if management is put right. The rest can follow. But then, I know that Lagos Island is a very volatile area. 50 million is at stake. I pray they don't start people. Well, I just pray it goes well, because it will be better for Nigerian football. Well, let's move on. Still on the story, the news segment of the show. I know that we might get up to 2 hours today, so guys, calm down. Okay, so let's go to Pep, and find out if he does have a solution to the problem. And Pep Guardiola had the most sarcastic press, moment ever. He's worse than Jose Mourinho, but he act like he's serious. You think that what he's saying is serious, but Pep is just like that. Okay, but let's see. Manchester City lost their 4th consecutive Premier League game, falling 2-0 to Ancelotti Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday, on match day 13, and were the only team not to pick a point in the Premier League in November. Speaking at the post-match press conference, coach Pep Guardiola said he believed the team can build on something going forward from there and create positive momentum moving forward. He added that he must find a solution to help the team to start winning games again. Well, we shall see. It's hard to trust them. It's very, very hard. But hey, Pep is a gaffer. Hey, gaffer, come talk to us.
I want the team back. The players back, and it's important because now the training session has been better. There are 4 or 5 players that come back, and we'll make a reset from here. I had the feeling that from here we start to build something. Tell me delusional or something like that, but I had the feeling that from here we're going to try to build our back to win games, our confidence, and of course our targets cannot be talk about in November the titles. I didn't do it when we were, top of the league, close. And at the end, you are a team like it's fantastic. At the end, we're not far away from Arsenal or far away from the teams there. But Liverpool will win all the games in the Champions League. In the Premier League, just lost one against Nottingham Forest here. That means how good they are doing. What happened, only we can do is accept it, congratulate them, and learn from them. But at the same time, still we are in November. We are not at the end of the season. Like many things, the decisions can be made more drastically So I'm sitting here still defending what we defend because this players, a group of players, gave me absolutely everything. My best, one of probably the best years of my life as a manager. I live here in Manchester, and but we had to find a solution. I had to find the solution or the reason why with the players to try to win games.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio.
I think if you want to win anything, and that's what I just said, it's not about.
Well, it is Pep Guardiola and his problems, but one of the things that have shocked me so much with Nigerian football recently is the fact that everybody seems to have just gone quiet on this Ibrahim Gusso. It's like he's waving a magic wand on everybody. Everybody's just quiet, pretending like everything is fine, everything's going well, when they are actually not going well. But hey, we sit here and we watch. I know I will not keep quiet, that one is for sure. Let's go to the rave of the moment, man of the moment. This guy can do no wrong by anybody right now. If this man is wrong by you, then you are wrong by yourself. You are evil on your own. You're a prisoner of hatred. That's what I believe. Liverpool coach Arne Slot has once again downplayed discussions about winning the Premier League title. Speaking at the post-match press conference following their victory over reigning champions Manchester City on Sunday, Slot emphasized that the team is focused on maintaining consistency. He stated that they are not getting carried away by title talk, but are committed to winning games in their own way and their own style. Borano, cha. You dey switch when you dey win, I not lie. You dey win. Anything you talk, it be like say you get the Midas touch. Let's hear from Arne Slot, and then we will move on to other matters, in the sporting kaja. Let's hear from Oga Arne Slot and his slot machine.
Want to win anything, and that's what I just said. It's not about what are you able to do, but it's more about the consistency. So many teams have, not so many, only a few teams maybe have one from City or from Real Madrid once in a while, but it's not about winning once or twice again. If you want to win anything, it's all about consistency. And these teams, like Madrid, like City, but I saw Arsenal yesterday and I saw Chelsea today. They are all capable of getting the same winning streak as we had. So let's not get carried away by one or two wins. It's all about consistency till the end of the season, keeping the players fit, keeping them playing with this much energy. And like you probably saw today, I only had 5 defenders available. So to win something in the end, that's such a long way to go and so many challenges you have to take. But it's good that we are capable of winning against these teams in our own style.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sports. Let's go!
Well, we're by lifting others, but the lift, where they tell they lift people, he don't spoil. This December, all man lift yourself. But once again, I want to come in here in a humble appreciation and say thank you to everyone who contributed to buying from Henry Morrow's business. Like I was trying to explain yesterday that the network did not allow me. My dream, beyond the ultimate dream of building a hospital, a training center, an ICT training center, a skills acquisition center, when we get to that point where channels like McAngel's channels are, those big channels are, when we get there, and I hope we will. I also do believe that there's low-hanging fruit, creating a community of people who every time I see our brother who's a farmer in Taraba, is it Taraba now? I feel like, okay, when they're reaching out and say, okay, what can we do? How much investment can I put? What will be my returns? It's not a free investment. It's business. But, having him as a business partner, and so that be able to tell people that I started a YouTube channel, I'm doing YouTube Live, and the people in my community, I trust them enough, I'm doing business with them. Henry Maru, the same thing, who my tag as a class prefect. I hope that one day I could say, Henry Maru, I mean, can we put 10 million in this business and then you can scale? Because right now you're just, recycling. I know these things because, I grew up with a trading mom. You're just recycling money. But then we can scale where you not really get a shop, where you really have like a van that takes you from one point to the other. Those kind of food van. Those food van where everything is done in a very beautiful way. You can scale. So we can start with 10 million investment. What's my return? What's my rule? All kind of things. That's the dream that I have. Like, this YouTube is not as much as I like the fact that it gives us opportunity to engage, but I'm just sharing my dreams with you guys. In this country that we're growing, the economy will not be so good again that things will be so cheap, right? But if we do collaborative effort, your 1 naira and my 1 naira joining with another 10 people's 1 naira, we'll be able to move things forward. We'll be able to move the eye of the needle a bit in our life, and we can have a circle of people. A couple of years ago when I was still in Brilla, we were all, jostling around Akelabi, and Akelabi said something to myself, Murphy, and the guys. I'm not sure they remember, but he was saying this thing, and how when somebody wants to pass a message but doesn't want to hurt you, but he just wants to say it in parable, and that's the way he is. Aki is a very nice guy. He's blonde, but he's a very nice guy. And he said something that, listen, guys, I know that everybody wants to jump in on the Otumba Aki Alabi, Oloye Aki Alabi's, movement. But you see, that movement I've begun a long time ago, and I've created a circle. And this circle has come full circle. It's come going around fully. So Shinopela, Aki Alabi, his team, his brothers, everybody. This is the circle. Anybody who comes in now will not be able to come in. We'll just be waiting for crumbs. And sometimes there'll be no crumbs. Okay? So it is okay if we also go and build our own circle now and grow. But a lot of people didn't see it then anyway. But I saw it. I understood what he was saying. And it's those kind of moments that give you the best teaching moment of your life. Sometimes not people who give you money. People who give you money are good. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that sometimes listen and read between the lines and understand what people are telling you. It will help you a lot more in life. And when people are crying, even in the Bible, they say in the season of famine, somebody planted and he reaped 60, 50, 40, 50, 60, and 80 fold, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just understanding the dynamics of life. We're in an era where collaboration is the key. Look at who would have thought that a Gary Lineker will be teaming up with YouTubers and the rest to create something that's different from what we all used to know. Because times have changed. So collaborate with people, grow businesses that you don't need to be the only one carrying it on your shoulder. But as it is growing, as they're investing with you, don't be the one also who raised the money and then I run abroad. I have that one before. Somebody did it to me, and a few friends went abroad after 5 years, was deported, and life. So also know that so that you will not pay quick. That's the way I think life should be. But thank you to everyone who ordered Tosilio Made, Ibanga, Nanso. Thank you very much. And every other person. God bless you guys. Having said that, let's come over again and see the coach of Enyimba have got something to say. In conclusion of the MPFL match day 15 games, Enyimba would host Rangers International this evening at the Enyimba Stadium in Aba in the Oriental Derby. Remember this match? The end of last season? Okay, the match that did not end. It ended but did not end. The overcrowded match. So, this match is, if the people who organize our football really do know how to do things, this is the game you hype anyway. This is the game you push. But they're going to slot it. I would have used this as the opening fixture for the league or put it somewhere anyway. But hey, it is what it is. It's Nigeria. We don't know how to seize moments, okay? When we get momentum, we waste it. This fixture last season also took place on match day 15 on December the 20th and ended in a 1-1 draw after Kazim Ogule cancelled Chijoke Umbauma's early goal for Enyimba. Speaking ahead of the game, Enyimba's coach Yemi Olarewaju stated that the team is ready and the players understand what is at stake in terms of the rivalry. Rangers have not won at Enyimba Stadium since May 2021. It pays good to have somebody like Timothy Dembo on your side. That's just what I can tell you. You don't understand, but me, I do.
There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV radio. It's fun.
The game against Rangers, we know the importance of the game and the rivalry between the both teams. So this is not a game that, as a coach, you have to re-emphasize the player. They know what is at stake and what it means for the club, and they are working towards that. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get the desired result in Egypt, so we have to focus on the league game before we play our next game in the continent. Yeah, there are one or two injury worries for some important players, but we have a bit of light squad and we can carry on from there. And we are ready for the game. We are fully ready.
When you listen to Yemi, you think an old man is speaking. He's a young man. He's a former player for Ocean Boys, in case those of you who don't know. But it's just that way he talks that always make me like, why are you sounding like you're old? I'm older than you. Come on, put some energy to this thing. You're a coach. But hey, I mean, everybody is who they are. I'm not going to force him to be different anyway. Well, let's move from that one and go to the builder himself. The man who's always in the process of building, and the man whose team have the responsibility to try to beat anybody in about something they've not been able to achieve since 2021 May. Well, let's talk to the coach, Fidelis Ilechukwu, whose team have been unbeaten for a while now. Ahead of the Oriental Derby, the visiting coach Fidelis Ilechukwu admitted that it is going to be a tough game, but said his team is ready for the challenge. Speaking to Mr. Nigerian Football in an interview, he pointed out that they are unbeaten in 7 games, with their last loss coming in October, and emphasize how important it is to keep that run going, especially against a rival like Enyimba. Would they even allow them to come and beat them? I don't know, but hey, football, you never can tell. Anything can happen, and you just be there watching, and then result will happen. Let's hear from Fidelis Ilechukwu.
We have not done badly on the road, and as well, we have not done our best on the road, because after Ikoro United win, we have not won any game on the road, but as well, we have not lost any game since after Sunshine Stars of Akure, almost 4 games on the road, picking on 1 point, which is 4 points. And this is another game against Enyimba, most successful team in Nigeria, also the best team in Nigeria. It's not going to be an easy game, but I think we are motivated with what we have achieved for past 1 month, if I'm not mistaken. We are also prepared for the game. I know it's going to be a very tough game, but we are positive in what we can achieve. I know Enyimba is a continental team, also doing very well, and but in football, anything can happen. We are prepared, and let's see how it goes tomorrow. And it's going to be a tough one for both teams. Seriously, right now, we are 100% prepared for this game, and we can't tell what is going to happen tomorrow. Enyimba is not a small team. Enyimba is a big team. And like I said before, they are the best team in Nigeria. But we are prepared for this game. What happened last season, as far as I'm concerned, I can only talk about football because I'm a technical person. Everything that happens beyond football, I can talk about it. Also, trying to be disciplined off and off the pitch as a coach. I know Enyimba will not take this game lightly with us, because they may like to, do everything humanly possible to win this game. I know the fans may be reacting based on what happened, but we are brothers. It's all about football, about entertainment and business. But we are 100% ready about this game. Challenges in area of some of the players with a critical injury, to me is a technical things, but we are going to solve that as fast as possible in January transfer window. Tomorrow is what we are just thinking, preparing to make sure that we get the positive results. We want to continue with our unbeaten games. We want to continue. If possible, we will continue. If possible, we love to do that. We want to make sure that the meeting did not end tomorrow in Aba here. So, but if football, 3 things will happen tomorrow: win, lose, or draw. But we are always positive.
Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV radio. It's fun.
They said three things would happen tomorrow: win, lose, or draw. That tomorrow is today. We will find out later in the evening. Now let's jump to Europe once again. And while Liverpool, are doing anything to stay consistent, according to Annick Slot, there are some other people who says, you can be at the top. That's football is life. As you're growing, I say everybody wants you to succeed until eventually you're really succeeding and you start seeing different people becoming your enemies. Well, the battle line has been drawn, and now Liverpool is the target. Man City is no longer the target. Nobody cares about Man City anymore. Arsenal forward Kai Havertz has said that the team can still close the gap on Liverpool, which I believe at the top of the Premier League table, and fight for the title until the end. Liverpool's win against Manchester City on Sunday opened up a 9-point lead over Arsenal at the top of the table. Speaking of Sky Sports yesterday, Havertz said there is still a long way to go. I agree with him, with plenty of points to fight for. He added that Arsenal will be ready for the challenge, drawing on their experiences from previous years. I hope they do anyway. Kai Havertz, let's hear from you.
We've been in this race already now last year as well. The year before, the team was in there as well, so we know how tough it is. And I think we are still in the first part of the season, so a lot of things can happen. For me personally, I just feel like how much tougher the Premier League gets year by year, and then you see now Liverpool all of a sudden performing on the highest level week in, week out, so you have to give credit to them for sure. But there are still lots of games to play, lots of points to give, so we're going to be ready for the fight for sure, and want to give our best week in, week out to get 3 points, and then, just compete with the best.
My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa, that's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
Well, I was smiling because Christian Chuku just sent me a message that he's listening to the show and he's enjoying it, and he likes the fact that I'm giving the NFF a tough hit, and the fact that I'm also, making the show fun. Chairman Christian Chuku in Enugu, and he said Rangers will beat Enyimba. So, that's not me. As Chairman Christian Chuku, it's not me. Chief Christian Chuku, the chairman, that's who said it. Okay. So tell your audience that we are the only club that have not been relegated in the Nigerian League. Okay, so I've told you people, you've heard from the chairman himself. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for listening and watching what we do here. I appreciate that. Let's go to the new manager of Leicester City. Yeah, new Leicester City coach, Ruud van Nistelrooy, says it means a lot to him to be in charge of the team. Van Nistelrooy will oversee his first game with the Foxes as they host West Ham later tonight at the King Power Stadium. Speaking at the pre-match press conference yesterday, Van Nistelrooy said it means a lot to him to manage as head coach in the Premier League, adding that joining Leicester is a great opportunity. Like I said to you guys, the interim job at Manchester United did not do him any harm. Rather, it boosted his CV and it's a good thing for him. Ruud boy, where are thou? Where you at?
Yeah, a lot. I think to be managing this club and this group of players and representing Leicester City in the Premier League, for me, I'm very excited. I'm proud to be able to get the opportunity. The conversations that I had 2 times, I flew out to London to speak with the owner and the director. Were very good conversations and were important to get to know each other and what the ideas are and get together on the same page. And we're both very excited to in the end start working together.
Hello everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timi Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
But this next one is going to get you guys laughing and asking what drug does it take. But it's an Italian. Mentioning Italian and drug is not really surprised, but I just one of those funny things that you hear. But then it's projection. Anybody can project, right? So it's okay. Let's go here and hear from just knowing that Christian Chuku is listening to me is making me want to act different. Like your father is listening to you, right? But hey, the mad guy in me is always going to be there. Arsenal midfielder Jorginho I said he believes Bukayo Saka is capable of winning the Ballon d'Or. Brother man, stop smoking whatever it is you're smoking. Stop it. That boy not good like that. Okay. Speaking on the Real Ferdinand Present podcast, Jorginho describes Saka as world class and revealed he told him, I want to see you win the Ballon d'Or because he truly believes Saka has what it takes. He added that Saka is becoming a machine for Arsenal with incredible hunger and outstanding quality. Let me give it to him. He's playing well. But a 75% season player does not deserve to win the Ballon d'Or. So it's not as if the Ballon d'Or is one important trophy. We have seen how it is manipulated, how you can be the winner on Friday and then on the day of the award, somebody else is giving the award. It's not a big deal, but even though it's not a big deal, Bukayo Saka is not the guy.
I said to him, I want to see you win the Ballon d'Or. I said, I believe in him. He's becoming like a machine for us, and I hope he becomes like for England as well, because his talent and his hunger and his qualities is just so high. And on top of that, the person he is, he just deserves like the award for him, everything. I'm there cheering for him, honestly.
So make me tell you about the Legbete TV, radio, entertainment, news and sports. Make me tell you about the Legbete TV, radio. Yes, I'm calling me Dieko Obi, and you're listening to a Legbete TV radio. Don't touch that dial. You touch it, I'd make you bath.
Yeah, a lot. I think.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen.
Alright, 1 hour is gone for my side of the show. It's not your side of the show. Let's do it your way now. Get past my own side and see your beautiful and lovely comment. How have they been? Christmas is just by the wayside. My birthday is the day after Christmas. December is my month, like I always say. And in all honesty, somewhere around July, I was playing with the thought or the idea that I would definitely get 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, not the year have not ended. I'm not going to be sounding like all those church folks. It is not over until it's over, as you see. But you see, I'm at 17,000, and I'm getting a lot of messages on WhatsApp. What's going on? As everybody not putting it where they should put it. Okay, but as it stands, we're going to wrap up the year with 17,000 and a fraction. Okay, 17,000 and whatever comes on top, and it's possible we get to 18,000. But whatever it is, let me see this clearly. I am very, very grateful for the numbers that I have. Could have been more, but it also could have been less. Yes. It could have been more, but it could also be less. As much as I want to get that 100,000 subscribers and 1 million subscribers and then activate all of the things that I want to do, I will be the most ungrateful person. I am not appreciative of what I have had. Crazy roller coaster year. It's been a year of adding new friends. It's been a year of the channel having membership. It's been a year of people in the community supporting the channel, adding additional programs, View from the Stand, having really brilliant mind joining me on the show, the Views from the Stand, sharing their thoughts. Some of these things I don't deserve. I've got to be very honest, yeah. Some of these I don't deserve, but they just happen. So I want to say massive thank you. I spend the rest of this month, every show that I come up, I would definitely say thank you. Thank you for your support of this channel. You could have taken any other channel. There are channels that are doing way better than I'm doing, that are more exciting, that are more adventurous, that are more crazy, but you choose to be with us. Like I always say, you could have been anywhere else on the planet, but you choose this channel. Thank you very much. I do not take it for granted that I have you guys backing me, because with you, I know I can soar. I can do anything. I can, keep going. I wake up in the morning not feeling like getting out of the bed, but I remember I have a community to commune with, a community to have fun with, a community that gives me the liberty to be excited, to be happy, to be expressive. I am grateful. As much as I'm grateful to my team as well. My team have been, whoa, you guys are good. Top of that team is Ahmed Kalejayi. Fantastic guy, man. Fantastic guy. He's going to the registry on the 12th. And I hope I could get a card for him, but it's like he like his thing quiet. Right? Like his thing quiet. But it's good. Right? I've watched people join this team since 2017. Go from girls to women, go from people who don't know where they're going to bigger things, and I'm watching them every day. My wife's like, you're feeling like Father Abraham, like you're the father of many nations, right? But it is exactly what it is. Like I look at this Alice, look at her today, I look at her, and I feel excited. I look at Annie, it's gone from that jumpy girl, got out of school, went to do youth service, came as an intern. She's married now with 2 kids. Precious, my ride or die. She's married now with my grandson, Daniel. Annie has gone from our Friday host of the morning show to a chef. I remember he's like, I'm tired. I'm going to Benin. I'm tired. Lagos is too hard. I said, no. You want to go back to Benin because you have a mom and dad who can feed you. What if you do not have them? You understand? What if you not have them? What if you're the breadwinner? Would you go back? You would stay. So if you carry that mentality, it means that every time you hit a roadblock, you will quit. But today she's a chef Osas, and I'm very happy. Linking up with people like Umaru, Best, Linda, Peter Onoda. Okay, Peter Onoda is always going to be my family anyway, whether I do YouTube or not. That was my vibe. Bamiji, our little sports lounge that we started in our small cubicle is now on DSTV or Go TV. So it's like, man, we may not have 100,000 subscribers, but we've done things that even the big medias have not been able to achieve. So for that, in 2024, December, I can only say thank you to you all. Those of you who saw the vision, who saw the dream and believed in it. Those of you who said, what, you get only 1 subscribers, I go still there with you. If you like, make it go off and on, we go still there with you. I am very grateful. Like, I'm a bit emotional right now, but I am very grateful. To people like Etela Ufoma, people like Professor Rodrigo, who I keep knocking on their door and they don't even say no. Guys, you guys are the real MVP. Bobby that shot me yesterday, said was filming. I thought, this guy, thanks. Saying what they're listening to me. I don't know, but to see them happy doing it and, finding joy doing it just gets me happy. Having said that, let me the fun. Okay, I've been giving you fun. It's time for you to give me fun. Right? This says a good morning and welcome to the Elegbete family. Hope today's show is well lubricated. And flow very well. Hope the server cooperates today. I think it has cooperated so far. It has cooperated so far. And this was way before the show started at 8:32 a.m. this morning. Came out and I set up pretty early. Like, I'm ready for this one. Come on, there's nothing that's gonna happen. Nothing. And Romaro immediately after 8:33 a.m. And why do I have the timer on? In case you want to know, I know that somewhere in the future we're going to be doing some giveaways, some prize winning, and it is only this timer that can, clock in and you will know who did so who responded first. So that's why I'm doing that. All right, so let's keep it going. I want to say, as you get this notification, please share before the show begins. And then when the show finally began at 9:03 a.m., Precious Iriwa says, good morning, boss. It's all good. Yes, Adeheri Kagumba, and for a while now, I've ignored all his messages because they're not related to what we're saying. But I think today it is. But I don't know who is Utoma. That's my own problem with him. Every time he says, hi, Utoma, please, can you explain who the hell Utoma is? Is there an Utoma showing on your side of the world, an alien, claiming my channel? I want to know. He said, how are you? Eddie Howe should be sacked from Newcastle United now, and Edin Terzic should be appointed as the manager of Newcastle United. Ray. Now, my question to you, this audacity and authority to be making this demand. Well, Precious Iriwa says your audio is out, boss. When you say out, it means you're not hearing it. I don't understand. And Elijah Lavoma says, fourth defeat before 15 games. That's Tottenham standard. Man City needs to bounce back. Premiership needs Man City. Precious Iriwa says, audio is sharp now. Okay. Henry Morrow says, it's good to go. Good visuals and great audio. Elijah Lavoma says, we should go and collect the top dollar. Okay, Mo Salah, that's what he's saying. Should go and collect the top dollar. Say Mo Salah should go and collect the top dollars. Akimbola Larry say Chelsea looks like the team to run for the title this season. From having a nursery, a bomb squad, £1 billion worth of signing, children being pedophile club, being kidnappers club, now to title contenders. How the stories changes very fast. Well, Olafat says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I still stand by my own point that this Liverpool team will still drop off and bottle the league. It's quite obvious. Well, I'm not going to argue that with you because Liverpool is a first 11 team. But I've also seen a first 11 team win the treble before. Manchester United 1999 squad was a first 11 team. As a matter of fact, they also suffered a lot of injuries, but they squeezed their way, even missing key players in the finals like Paul Scholes and Roy Keane. So, while I agree with you, that's magic. Remember, that season of the winning the treble was the worst performance of Peter Schmeichel. If you're a Man United fans and you belong to that older generation, you would agree with what I'm saying. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see what goes on eventually. Well, let's keep it going. And Adeyeri Kajumba came up against this. Okay, so he repeated the same thing. This is a part of you that I don't like. Stop saying the same thing 1,000 times. You can't just post it once and say something else. Olafa said, definitely, truly, that loyalty is bouncing back against him, and that's why Slot is still flourishing under Liverpool. And now, with the way he's going, Pep will start a rebuild. I agree with you on that one. Adisha Lavoma says, you finish Gusso, the guy never finish safe. He don't be the worst of NFF president. Man, the guy is crap. He's worse than Tottenham. He's more shitty than Tottenham. Gentlemen say NFF is visionless. I sure say my mistake. He take even organize the friendly for Falcons. It's so sad. The female football that should be putting Nigeria in the world map has been neglected, relegated to nothing. So it's not just the Falcons. It's worse. The Super Eagles, everything is terrible. Man, this guy is the worst NFL president I've ever seen. And Gentlemen say our female teams in sports are the best way to glory, as we are not too far from development standard set by the other countries, but unfortunately we are gradually feeling far from the development. The other thing is the next AFCON in Morocco, I am not confident I'll win it. That's how you know how bad I think things are. But we'll sit here and watch. Additional man says South Africa and Morocco don't catch up with us. Additional man says Haba, so they could not tie up a sponsorship jersey for a whole Super Eagles. Haba, that one bad finish. Spinner Cosmetics says City will finish ahead of United based on pedigree. I wonder what that pedigree really is, because if we talk pedigree, Pedigree bros. I might get pedigree. But hey, I get what you're saying, right? Bukasha Repair say, how low can we go in this country? Buying jersey for the national team from a local store. Too bad. Olafa says, if not because of the liberalism of our administration, how will a coach be the coach of a club and still assistant coach of the Super Eagles? Spinal Cosmetics says, he should leave Liverpool. He won't get the minutes he wants. He should leave. He should have a 3 years contract from PSG. That's Mo Salah is talking about. Lucky Gale says it is a shame to have a big brand and not be able to market it. Why is the Super Eagles buying Nike jersey? Why not have a local kit manufacturer make for the 2 games and see the market response? 200? Nah. Lucky Gale, nah. There's no kit manufacturer in Nigeria that can make Super Eagles kits. No, Brother Lucky, this is the part where we would put, according to my mother, let's put Christianity aside first. You know, one pastor was trying to admonish my mom. My mom was pissed off with one woman running her mouth about Robo people. What Cameroonian woman, and my mom wanted to put her in her place. And my mom putting you in your place is not word for word. My mom is punch for word. You know, third laws of motion, and you understand me? To every action, there's an equal. That's word for word. Or opposite. My mom does the opposite reaction. And there's a, what would Jesus do? And my mom does not like that word. My mom, child, just stop. Pastor Janebo, stop. Who shall be what to Jesus do? What take aside Jesus on the matter? Where Jesus there, where should they talk? Jesus nothing hold am at. Jesus one man beat him, and I make allow and talk anyhow. I go beat him. Pastor, don't worry yourself. If you like, if you do too much, I go push you for. I go beat this woman. My mom beat the woman for naked out. That's my mom for you. I'm not regretting that. That's my mom. I love her. That's my kind of person. My mom beat her naked. Hey, Lucky. Let's put this local manufacturer aside. What would Jesus do? Say, Jesus, take on a verse. This is not concern Jesus. If Jesus not control my hand will control my mouth. That do concern Jesus for this matter. Jesus see and when she open her mouth. This one wake up for Cameroon, a country good one, and she not their country. Beat the woman, Sister Tutula, and her name. You know. So please, Brother Lucky, put those people aside now. Don't who's no which one? Who sports or code? Who else? You go wear the jersey. Let me give you. Wait, give me a minute. It's on the top. Very hard. I have one of their kids, but it's upstairs. It's not here. I forgot to bring actually. Super Eagles go wear that jersey. They're already beat us finish. We all go play South Africa. We wear that kind of jersey where most stars players they wear. You don't play ball. Yeah, you say you get football club. You don't not say players they lose match just based on their kit. Just based on kit where you see your opponent wear. You wear jersey where the sleeve be like puff. We be like get around us and I get team with this. I've been out with. But stop now. Sure, Lucky. No, they do like this now. You be football. You're not a football person. I'll promote Nigeria brand. I call people with the numbers. I mean, Obiaman wants so close for us. Stop, Amo. What's that? Spinner Catmenti says the issue is that Liverpool has a strong bond with the players. Their players find it hard to leave because the fans and the team will paint you black when you leave for another team. Who cares? Nobody cares about that crap. Who cares about what fans want to talk? Who be fans? Players when they think like that to leave them. Money. Men are not giving the money they want first. Players believe who that will help. Other Michael when they not go Madrid. And DJ Lavama say, wait to Pep team did not win a point in the month of November 2024. That should be a first for Pep in an active season. Yes, now it's the first. Everything right now will happen to Pep now first now. Let me say, boss, Mingo of Radio, Liverpool players hear you, they come vest, enter City with attire. The way they will play the game, like saying Pep and Slot. I mean, it be like saying Jurgen Klopp and Slot combine the coach them. Because the way that they play, they can't bring Gege pressing. Well, it's one of those things. Some of my predictions go always fail, but some go see how. I still get more successful prediction than failed ones, so I don't get problem. And DJ Lamama says his presence shows he really was too loyal to them, even when he had no bench or credible replacement. I love what I say, I just want to see how and Slot will hold up when injuries and fatigue start catching up with his players. Not forgetting Liverpool were 8 points above Arsenal at this point last season. I know. That's why I'm telling people that I'm not really bothered about this gap that everybody's singing. I've been here before. Seen people throw away 16 points. Go and ask Carlo Ancelotti and his Juventus team. So that'll be today. Then 9 point not be big dinner. Now 9.10 games to the end of the season. I can understand. For a year, the wrong time to take a lead. To make yourself a prime target at this early stage. You will say, how they Bournemouth, how they Brighton, they go beat Liverpool. Somewhere along the line. Akimbola Lare say it still baffles me how ETH could not see the leader nature of Ahmad and banish him to the bench. Amorim comes in and Ahmad is the focal point for his attack. Now, because I tell you here, even though Bobby was willing to fade in his argument, Eric Ten Hag now Bori coach, he not Sabi coach. There is no. This is not about Man United. Man United get their own problem. Let's not run away from that. But Eric Ten Hag no Sabi coach. I watch Man United games, and this is not what I read or some highlight that I watch. And I sit down. You know, if you play football or you know football, you see some basic error like this one a coaching error. That's why I don't like. As I don't have great respect for Arsene Wenger. People say a lot of things about Arsene Wenger about that. Man no Sabi coach. Forget all this talk when they talk. Wenger only won title when Man United is doing refresh. But Wenger did not compete. Every time there was competition, he disappeared. When Jose Mourinho came with competition, he vanished. And I want to win title when there is battle for it, not because this team don't fall off the latch and then you win it. That's not competition. That's just they give you a pass to win it. And when people talk about the invincible team, as an Arsenal fan, the invisible team is not my favorite Arsenal team under the Wenger era. My favorite Arsenal team in the Wenger era is the 97-98 double winning team. How can you go invisible, have that kind of group of players? You didn't win FA Cup, you didn't win Champions League, you won the league with 87 points. You drew more matches than... Shut up. Even Liverpool that lost the title in 2009, 2019. Yeah. You see 2019 where they lost the title by 1 point. That team is way better than the Arsenal invisible team. And some people will argue whatever argument you want to argue now, you sabi. But let's keep it going on. Yes. Okay, you and this you don't start again, Abi, and I myself are blaming. I'm going to read your message. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says Pep has never been in this situation in his career, and his lineup against Liverpool showed that he was a bit clueless. That's a wrong choice of word. Sometimes when you people, I don't know what you are listening to, but when I go those places, go listen, finish. Please don't bring it here because it go get me to react, and then when I react now, I say that you're too harsh. No. What do you define as clueless? What happened to that lineup that he put out there that represent cluelessness from Pep Guardiola? Please explain to me, because sometimes when I just talk like people will not get sense. Yes, and I have to say it. I'm not insulting, but if you can call Pep Guardiola clueless, I need to tell you, say you not get sense. Wait, they have used all of the best type of selection at Anfield and not won. Last time they won was in the COVID season. The best selection, the most clueful selection, Man City, they win for Anfield. They are going through a terrible run. Look at the defense. They brought Dias, even though it's not 100% fit, because there is nobody. They put in Ortega because for now, Edison is just neither here nor there. Put in AK Walker, that back four. Who is supposed to be there that is not there? The other midfielder that is supposed to play alongside Gundogan is not fit, Kevin De Bruyne. They played Lewis. Lewis is full of running. He's a young kid. He could run. Gundogan is there. Nunes, okay. You are expecting that maybe Doku will play. Doku is not 100% fit. Remember that. So to put him from the start when the intensity is high, it's not a smart move to make. Phil Foden just didn't come to the party. On other days, this is a guy. He had chances that in other time would have been in the net. It didn't happen. Since he won the player of the season, he's not playing that link up that he normally does with Haaland anymore. Haaland also does not make any move. What is the coach supposed to do with this lineup that he picked that makes him clueless is what I do not understand from you. The experience of Silva is needed. Newness is needed ahead of the others. Kevin De Bruyne is shit right now. The fact that they even bring him on is funny. Jack Grealish is not 100%. So what is the thing that he's supposed to do? What's the players that he's supposed to select that he did not select that makes you think he's clueless? Sometimes our choice of words in describing other people leave a little to be desired. He is the coach of the team. He's the one who trains with the players. He's the one who sees them in training. This is a guy who won the title 4 straight season, and all of a sudden you think he's clueless. You must know something about football that make you think that Pep Guardiola is clueless. It seems like people just sit where they are and waiting for, you know, that thing where you can be succeeding and they say, no, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. They want small slip up. They come out singing Hallelujah drum. You see them. So they would so Ashwebi, red canopy, and throw a party to prove that you're not good. Anybody who's won the title 4 straight season deserve respect, even if he goes another 5 seasons without winning the title. It's as simple as that. But hey, the clueless gang, well, that's the one I learned from APC. We tell them I say Goodluck Jonathan they clueless. All I jump on is a word that you guys now use since overthinking need to work again. Nice clueless. Coach Pep Guardiola is clueless. Since I born you, Adebowale, point to one coach that is half as successful as Pep Guardiola. The one that is clueless. You know, do you understand the meaning of the word you just even used? He said, I have a theory. If Edison doesn't start sitting next game, then he is definitely the one that punched Guardiola's nose and scratched his head. First off, there was no punching on that nose. It's a scratch. And how does a goalkeeper, I don't know if you understand how a dressing room function. How does a goalkeeper get the opportunity to put many scratches on the head of a coach like that? How? And he's still in the team. Do you listen to yourself? You listen to yourself. You go you smoke, you're not good to stop him. Ayango thank God, it says only if you like you keep at it, boss. I just wish our league can be great, even greater. That man says, greetings, this big boss, Christian Chukwu. We love you richly. Mr. Chairman, greetings from people out here showing you love. Right? Olafat says, oh my God. Okay. It says, if you're looking for a coach with super mind games, it's Coach Fidelis Ilechukwu. Is that coach in the MPFL that uses his mind game the most? Yes. Precious Eriwa says, Lord Adebowale, this your theory, it don't make me laugh, scatter off, it's not mine now. Talking here. Collins Anachewa say, I don't like. Lukman Adebayo says, we thank God for progress so far. This is more motivation. Next year, I am optimistic. Next year will be greater. I hope so, and I believe so. Hope to meet you one-on-one soon. Okay, anytime you're ready, I'm ready. Let me say, boss, 2 legends that are good shot stoppers, fantastic in their ball playing, score so many goals. Who are Jose Felix Chilavert and Rogerio Ceni? I don't know. What do you? Is that a question or is it a statement? I don't know what you're saying. Please explain. Bukashan Repair says, good morning, Chairman Christian Chukwu. Thank you very much for your service to our country. That sounds sweet. That's so nice. Precious Edo say, maybe Utoma is a greeting. Just take it as a greeting. He should explain to us now. As I ask the question, if you may not go to explain, but I go take something I don't know. And so the Chuma tell me make I go. I ask her, say, how they tell it. Somebody say, thank you very much, man, for cooking good food for us. He say make I go tell the woman say to negi. I go tell the woman to negi. Now if you see the slap they give me as a Sharks player, I never forget that thing. No, come and please don't do it for me. Don't put me for trouble here. Let me say, boss. Yesterday you come. A lot of question on Liverpool versus Man City match, but network run am. I never get anything to tell you right now. I not get answer for that your thing. That your joke. That your joke is not joking. Peter and when they say second head of the Matthew, aka but what did they worry you? What is your problem? Is this over familiarity? After the one and the Utoma one of Uganda, your papa left here, your father lap, your papa Mayo. If he says you are Otoma, then you are Otoma. You be fool. I know say this thing will end somewhere. I will report it to your supervisor that you are watching YouTube. Lookman Adeba say we are 5 watching at some point, but today 38 people watching. It's a progress for me, a massive progress. If 5 we're one now, and that one person are precious. The people for the Elevated TV family, only them, and it's changed, so it's big progress. God bless everyone who's contributed directly or indirectly for the growth of the channel. Bless everyone. Thank you very much for that. Matthias Abba Jacob said Pep Guardiola will write special story about what's happening to him in the future biography. He said by this time next year, boss, the channel will reach 50,000 subscribers. Amen. Oh, we are solidly behind you, man. If I get 50,000, I saw some pictures and videos of this Raji. Maybe because they put Moshood in his name, he think it's Moshood Abiola. He dressed like the king of Akure, the Deji of Akure, with his gang. This Raji, you just say you know you do your also. I suspect you. But you'll be still my guy, right, Smalley? So he said, what happened to the MPFL broadcast deal? Why not let the club broadcast their game? How many clubs will you broadcast their game? We're not going to ask this question because on Assistant Sporting Lagos, probably Ikorodu United or Remo Stars. How many clubs in the MPFL get the cameras to take people they use phone till they do? I forgot sit down. Since the league board have not found solution, can't they give independent broadcasters like you the chat? No. That forgive it. That is too much problem now. I've been blackballed when it comes to the league. Me where go channel television, go call Ibrahim Gusso, the worst NFL president ever. Are you so kidding, bro? Right, you do you? Your bleaching creed not finish. You want make I've been blackballed for the league now. If I even go stadium now, my life is in danger. There was 7 people beat me for stadium. They do Toby at the Podium, but I'm obviously Toby is not a talk. Toby Najabota. Like I said to somebody, I said, if I made a beat for Ibadan, I know top, I cannot invite everybody, but I must know one person. That one person, so I go spend 2, 3, 4 years go work money. I must hire somebody to break a leg. Not be, and he go no send a mid one. Not be saying it happen, but I go hire somebody, pay the person. I not gonna be by the person because they go be click from somewhere. Go meet this guy for us. Catch I use hammer break cam. If this fibula bone, not cam. Yes, let me talk am. Not cam. Well, then give am better rib. I mean, I am not ashamed to talk am. Yeah, you don't beat me for nothing for football matter. I go find you see. I go find you see. Let's go. Let me say. I mean, what is their difference since both are good shot stopper and good scoring ability? You answer the question. What's their difference? Which kind of question you ask? Shawulu Babajide says about me, I hail you and all family members. Thank you very much. He said network mess us up. He paid and yesterday and I said the bill. Raji Moshood, you say did Ikorodu City allow for the club all or nothing? No, they not allow Puja Nike that thing. Now they know why. That's not a problem. I'm not angry about it. It's not a problem. But see their progress now. Maybe they were afraid they will relegate, so they didn't want anybody to capture their ship. But see the progress now. But I think this is what I think. I think behind the scene they are shooting that proposal that we sent to them. They are shooting it. Maybe they don't know how to come out because they'll be like, oh, Idafi. And it will be very, very shameful, Sha, if they end up shooting something similar. It will be shameful because I'll just stand aside and look at them like this, like what a pity this life is. But I mean, it is what it is. Nigerian football is Nigerian football. Whether the older generation, the younger generation, that demonic behavior is passed on, is bloodline. People would always behave like that. I don't have a problem. We like to self-sabotage. We like to, destroy things. The idea, the feeling that, this thing will make Elevated TV channel grow is funny. When another feel stadium of 5,000 people, you think saying that your fans, now you grow my channel. Because sometimes when people put when I hear some side comment, I don't respond to it, but I just go back and I think, Elevated won't use our club take great channel. I say, wait a minute. You guys have been doing this thing. What's it there for on our YouTube channel? My numbers are still more than your own. That's one. 2, you guys have been doing this thing. You guys are all media people. You have 100,000 followers on Twitter. You have a paid Twitter handle. How much of that number that translates to your merchandise, your number? Why would it translate to my YouTube channel? Right? But hey, I love the club. I love Toby. I will always say that. I love Toby. Toby is my product. It's my project. I'm not going to sabotage him because maybe one person or two, decide to do what they want to do. So it's okay. I mean, my greatest joy is seeing that team is not relegated. But now my fear, is that Ikorodu City might not go and qualify for the continent. That's my fear. And then they might not be able to honor matches. But we shall see, we shall see. Let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what happened eventually. It's a fund did not. No, it wasn't fund. I already secured somebody that was willing to fund it. It was a hospital, a facility that was willing to fund it because in return we will promote them as a go-to medical facility for no, I can't even do that promo. So let's forget about it. I say because yesterday just for Boss well, and I said like baby, Raji must say I did my traditional wedding on Saturday, and invite us. You not say you be idiot. Why it doesn't you don't get sense? If I see you can go beat you at the center, I just it up. I don't say you the Chris because I was watching this. I said okay, this boy do traditional marriage. If you just tell us say this is the venue of the traditional marriage, or if you're in this community, if you're around, just come and shop. We have amala and more. Say Yoruba party. See, no matter how you want insult Yoruba people, you cannot insult Yoruba people party. I don't care who you see. No matter how poor Yoruba people be, they would throw a party. Yoruba people would learn. We get party. We really get. It's just that our roast soup is the highest, but when it comes to party, Yoruba people party. Even the poorest Yoruba man party server, if he beats some tribe, the richest person party. You don't understand. So, Raji Moshood, as you stingy so do your traditional marriage yourself. So you can't expect us now to tell you congratulations. When you dress like saying your papa be the king of the entire Yoruba land. I was a say maybe you be Tinubu son way be say they never identify. But anyhow, let's just leave it like that. Let's just forgive you because you still when you be like you behave sometimes like Yahoo boy sha. You behave like that. Cause your dress I say people that be like Yahoo boy, don't peak. Okay, for those of now we know see what you're talking. Say I did my traditional wedding on Saturday. That was why we dressed like Yoruba demons. That will no me no they do any Yahoo I beg now full laptop with the sell here. I was joking anyway, but you don't invite us. Matthias Abba Jacob say, bros, what's your take on Arsenal Manchester United game tomorrow? I don't get take. I want Arsenal to win, but it's not going to be easy. You see that Ruben Amorim? I have said it and I'm going to say it again. That's the guy that turns Man United around. So anybody who bet against Man United now you know what you use your money to do. Rajimo should say, sorry sir, pressure day, but thank God for the success of the day. Every marriage you come with pressure. You want to start a life with somebody else, you want to join your family and another family and your friends with another friends. It's a whole lot. So at some point you will plan, couple and miss. You just say, God, this is the one where I will call you. Baba God, I know Sabi, come and take control. Holy Ghost, come and take control. You know that song? And our wedding, marriage, now they plan out. Now they sing that song past. Lucky Ogale said, Toby and Pooja are two people I avoid their posts, especially Pooja. That one or something else. No, that's not how it works. Toby is a fantastic human being. So, Toby is one of those guys who is passionate. You know, when you're passionate, and I've been a victim of that. People who don't understand you always say things about you because, listen, in a chaotic society, order, like the right people are the people who are doing bad. So if you decide to stand and say, you know what, no, we all cannot go this way, you become persona non grata instantly. Let me give you a very good example. Have you ever been in a queue where maybe there are like 20 people or 10 people in a queue and somebody just come out of nowhere and jump the queue, and you, maybe not in front of you, but front of somebody who's in front of you, and you say, no, you can't be there, and then you're raising your voice, and then people inside that queue that says, hey, leave her now, not be today, now not be Nigeria, now she be the first person, and you know how that strikes you. What that person have just done is, guy, confirm, not be today, not be one change Nigeria. So people like Toby is like me. They can't stand incompetence, mediocrity, foolishness, misinformation. If it bites them for body, it does that to me too. Today, I just let something slide. Like I come online and I see people selling, trading wrong information, lies, and I'm like, this are not even know what they talk. Some I'll go to their DM because if I respond the way I take the Siam, that's where I'm different from Toby now. But I used to be like that like 10, 15 years ago. If I respond the way I say I'm now, I go fight the boss. I'm bigger now. The reason why I am calm is not because I'm trying to impress anybody. I have people that can be hurt by my actions. The Timothy Dembos of this world, the Joy Jabulus of this world, the Teresa's of this world, the Ibrahim Wale Kalejaye, the Tiyan. There are people now that they can hurt to get to me. And I don't want that. So I'm going to be very careful. And I tell Toby sometimes, Toby, calm down. This one, no. Some people I can fight. Like when people say you're fighting an NFL president, he will fuck you up, or like I don't need him. There is nothing about the NFL or Super Eagles that I need. I went June 7. I went to Uyo, spent about 3 million, right? We didn't get 1,000 views. So 1,000 views is like $10. So plus or minus, let's put it on the scale. I'm the one losing money. This FA, I've given them $200,000 to do a documentary. They failed me woefully. I went to the camp. They did not even tell the camp, the team that were coming. Okay, yeah, so many things like that. So you're going to tell me that if the one I pay for, I no benefit and I want to go do for free. I don't really care about. Nigeria. I don't have opinion. But there are some people on social media, for instance, they are not worth my energy anymore. Like leave this one. So Toby is not a guy. Toby is a guy who is really paying the price in the industry, grooming people, creating opportunities, and he's doing well. When he decided to go invest in the curiosity, he called me and I said, I know it's too far. I'm not going to be part of it. I'm going to invest in the football club eventually, but no. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for the right project. One project that I like right now, I would have bought 1% of that club. I think it's a better structured club. It's a jelly. But I'm still observing from afar. I'm eventually going to invest in it, but I'm still observing, those kind of things. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Toby Adepoju you can avoid his post because his post is very volatile and he's got, people that follow him. His post is volatile and he's got time. He would respond to you. And sometimes his responses are action before, shoot before ask questions, right? So they're not well thought through. But hey, we need people like that. This is not why we like Donald Trump or Elon Musk and all these guys. We need people like that. We cannot have conformists all over the place. We're suffering today in this country because there are too many conformists. And when a few people raise dissenting voice, people are like, you're going to cause problem. No, we're going to have people who are not conformists. But as I say, you are an ocean that doesn't require rain to survive. Keep your good work going. Yeah, thank you very much for that. My mom used to pray that prayer a lot. So that thing you just said now is my main point for my head every time. Now, I say greetings, great fam. Ikorodu City is making the NPFL a delight to behold. It was painful to see my Aqua United humiliated on Sunday, but what I see Ikorodu City played was beautiful match. Okay, bros, according to Lucky Ogali, say bros, Toby blocked me during AFCON because I told him that they are giving Osimhen more media. Why would you go and say that? Listen to yourself. Why would you go and say that? Have you ever told the British anybody that they are giving Messi more media? They are giving Osimhen. What is your intention of saying that? Osimhen is your Super Eagles best player. Osimhen is African Footballer of the Year. You had your that. If not the over familiarity, they worry you. Why would you say they are giving Osimhen more media? Who's the big player in the team? In Arsenal, who gets the media the most? Is it not Bukayo Saka and Odegaard? Even when Odegaard is not playing, his name is more mentioned than even the guys that are playing. You understand? So you wake up and you say something. Listen, when you want to say some things, think about the implication because you're putting it in a public space. People will react to it. People will not. And then in an era where everybody thinks that anybody who promotes the Super Eagles players don't collect money. It's one of the reasons why I don't go to the Super Eagles camp also. I made up my mind. Because anytime you do content around Super Eagles player, they don't give out money. You don't collect money. Other guy was asking me, Vijay, was it 2 days ago? Why am I not promoting his 7th anniversary of his orphanage, and I told him, you don't need the promotion. I know if you want, I'm not going to give you, because if I do now, they'll say you don't give me money, and I hate that feeling. Even when I interview you, you know the share on yourself. So let's keep the feeling mutual. So I brought to the verse. I said, no, I need the verse. I just don't want people telling me rubbish. And it's people like this. Why would you say that in the first place? Okay, block me. I mean, trying to block you. I don't lie to you. This YouTube way I pray and the beg people. I am one of the few people. I get over 180 people who I don't block for YouTube. YouTube is not a block person. They want more people. Let them come and be insulting me. No, I'm not going to create a foolish community just because I want numbers. This one, my rules. So sometimes take the thing where you they talk. Osimhen will get more media exposure because he's the star boy of our team. Again, some of them don't even know the implication of what they talk. A content creator will leave Nigeria, go to the AFCON, he go pay for his own visa, he go pay for his own accommodation, pay for a flight, or if you travel by road, pay for local logistics, and then all of this. You want them to go focus on a player where nobody go get click on. There are players in the Super Eagles, if you interview them, and 5 click you will get. Let me give you a very good example. Look at this channel. Did I not interview Super Eagles players in June? I said, okay, I told my producer, I said, no, let's focus on the local player. My producer said, bros, let's go get Victor Boniface, let's go get. I said, no, focus on the small ones. When I view them, not be 400 view, I give them. I'll be Super Eagles players. If that day, now Osimhen I interview, you go see 10,000 views. So what do you want the guy to do? First off, he's spending his money, not the company they sponsor him. Now your own money, you know what may recover him. Why do academy focus more on strikers than goalkeepers and defenders? Are they not footballers? It's not because now the strikers now the club for Europe won't buy. So when you come out with that comment, what were you like? What were you thinking? Were you thinking I am woke? I am civilized? I have an opinion. Do you know how hard to do this job, day? To do this, let me give you a very vintage example. Every single day, being here to do this show, to make sure this show run, is 35 to 40,000 naira per day. How many people they view them? And then you not come here, maybe somebody now insult me. And when I react, you don't understand the biting. We went to all African games because we couldn't go to the AFCON. That time my son I couldn't even, I don't have the conscience to do that. We went to all African games. 17 million naira was what I sank into it. Do you know how much I made in return from views? 2.4 million. Going to get 2.4 million plus another 4,000 subscribers. Okay, 4,000 subscribers is priceless. Okay, you can't put the price tag on it. But 17 million naira was what I invested. If I sit down here, that's 17 million naira. I not go Ghana at all, and I get that money from my hand. I will go pay maybe $2,000 to promoter, and I go get about 6,000 subscribers. Yes, 6,000 new subscribers. Whether I bought or whatever, but that's the number that will reflect on my channel. So I make more subscribers, create whatever content I want to create, and I'll be fine. But I spend that money, went, and then I still see people steal the content and go and get more views on their channel than my own. So sometimes when you people say these things, think the thing where they say before they talk am. If you the verse for Osimhen, me too the verse for Osimhen. But the things where you talk, the moment in which you say it makes you need to reason up. Dr. Gale went on to say to try to defend this case. Osimhen gets hype in a game where Ademola Lookman was man of the match. One player is not bigger than the team. We saw the result. My brother, one player is bigger than other players. It might not be bigger than the team, but anywhere in football, Cristiano Ronaldo was made the focal point in a team that have Karim Benzema as a striker. Cristiano Ronaldo was signed as a wide player, but Karim Benzema, look at Real Madrid, they were doing well, they signed Mbappe, the team is not doing well anymore, Bellingham cannot play where he wants to play. Now so football they be. Don't come here and create a new. You have a football team. Even you treat some players with more preference than the other. If Lookman win man of the match, yes, but eventually give it time. That does not mean, again, if you think Lookman deserve hype, you too, you did the social media like Toby. Toby started like you. Why not start your own hype man crusade for Lookman? Why question Why question who I choose to hype? I know you they pay bill. If you're not a sponsor me, if you're not a fund my trip to AFCON or to the tournament, my brother, I don't get opinion on who I choose because my media strategy is not your media strategy. If my media strategy says Osimhen will give me the targeted numbers that I need, man, shut the fuck up. Mind your business. Don't come and question me. You can unfollow me. You can follow somebody else where they preach Ademola Lookman. It's your choice. But to come and question me, I don't think you have. You don't even understand it. This thing that you're saying, you don't know how media work. You think say Sky Sports foolish when they put people like Roy Keane and Gary Neville, maybe they come on air and Jimmy Carragher, maybe they come on air and talk rubbish. No, those are the people that give them the clicks. Because media is about rating. If your rating was that, what make the match of the day they die so? Because nobody's watching it anymore. Gary Lineker is one of the best presenters in the whole of England. But it's not his fault that the generation is preaching to are on digital place. You want to come talk match of the day where they don't already watch the match, they don't see the highlight, they don't do all the conversation. You know, go there exciting again. Do you understand? Match of the day used to be the time where nobody they see game because a match of the day everybody go sit down in front of TV. Oh yeah, let's follow this game. But times have changed. So now ratings people they follow. You think say all them Sabelo will every video somebody must get big breast, big. You think say they not fit put decent people. When they put decent people, you not go view them. Or you think say honest bunch will always bring people where go come talk things where go make everywhere scatter. So you think say now their plan? No, the strategy is that is what media follow. I have like dozens of people talk to me that if they do this thing that these other people are doing, so your numbers will go up. I don't want to do it. I'm stubborn about it. But it doesn't mean that everybody can be that patient. It doesn't mean that everybody can be that calm and say, I want to grow generically. No. So don't just you can't question what somebody is doing with his own effort and his own money. Matthias Jacob says Nigeria doesn't appreciate our own. That's why Lucky doesn't appreciate what Osimhen is doing, but is one Messi Ronaldo promoter. Matthias Abba, appreciation is not worship. You think saying I worship. If I spend my money and I promote a player, it is a strategy. Now you they think saying I worship. You see, my problem with you here, Lucky, is that even in ignorance, you they argue. And it's common with the people from our region. We ourselves say some things you don't know how they work. Now media, learn. Not be accident, say Toby and this Puja that we were talking about, their numbers are very high. There is a reason why. Ask yourself, why are their numbers so high? If you think say what they do no good, try and make, you don't like get plenty numbers. It not will give you advantage. So I don't think you sit where you are and you call it worship. It's a strategy. Go back and check if just to put Osimhen picture. Osimhen picture on a live, the numbers go higher than every other person. So you think Ademola Lookman does not have a buzz that anybody should run after? Even with all his performance, he doesn't have a buzz. The other day I tweeted, I said, look, Ademola Lookman should invest in media. And the reason why I know is because I am at the very foundation of creating the Osimhen brand. I might be angry with him, but I am at the very foundation. There's nobody want to teach me anything about this whole media thing. I am at the very foundation. Most people who are digital content creators in sports, now me start up. I know how it works, and I see it. I know what controversy does. I know what, putting a hype on somebody that is. You say those CBS people want to talk about breasts. Those things you enjoy when you see Michael Richard, Jimmy Carragher do the things. So did that sports analysis. If to say CBS then they do and say that Nigerian content creators now they do that kind of content, you know the thoughts are not be professional. So sometimes when you sit where you sit and you're out of your ignorance, you want to form authority, think the world is evolving. Everything is about numbers. Go and put a proposal at an agency. The first thing is show me your analytics. Do you know how many time campaigns have come and when they request my analytics, the conversation just end. You know how many Zoom meetings I've had? Even to do it, I'm planning to go to Saudi Arabia this December. As tough as things are, I'm going to Saudi Arabia. Things go the way I want. I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I'm going to go just sit down with somebody in a meeting that I can have over Zoom. Spending about 7 million just to go with my producer. Go there. I'm not taking my producer because I think there's going to be an interview, but I'm just thinking, okay, Karen, in case there's okay, let's sit down and have an interview. I was out. for something I can do via Zoom. But because that's the way the world works. If I have 100,000 or 500,000 or 1 million subscribers, I will not go to Saudi Arabia. They would send a private jet to come pick me. Let me ask you, what do you think Speed is doing? What exactly is Speed doing? Have you seen Speed? He would kill himself for Cristiano Ronaldo. You see where they invite him to? He was on Shannon Sharp. To come, what do you want to talk? What do you know? But it's the numbers game. Who is Gary Lineker working with next? It's next show. Let me look for that headline. Let me show you, so you understand where the world is moving to. Good. Meet Gary Lineker's new teammate. Match of the day host join forces with YouTubers KSI, Shongi, and Angry Ginger for brand new tournament Ballers League. Where all the people who sabi football, where they dey? This is an ex-footballer, World Cup semi-finalist, former Barcelona player. But who is he looking to show up his own brand now? YouTubers. There's a reason why. It's a numbers game out there. It is a numbers game, and that's the battle. So if you're not working hard to get in the battle space, my brother, fuck off. Don't come and play self-righteous with Toby or Pooja. They are not, they pay their bills. They have wife and children. They have people depending. What you don't understand in this industry is every money you make is not for you. I have 20 people lined up, apart from my crew, lined up who will call me, bros, I go this weekend game, 50K. Even when I not get, I will give them, because that's what gives them happiness, save them from depression, many things like that. 100K, 20K, 30K. Bros, I don't get 20K. I look for another additional 30K to cover me for this weekend. You go find and give them. And you say, make it, when he's do all those beggy finish, make it not do waiting to grow in numbers. But I want for you. Raji Majid says CBS Sports crew are one of the best TV crew in football. They freestyle in presentation, brings them a lot of views. Don't mind Lucky, local man, they won't give opinion for a job we don't know about. Well, guys, it's the 2 hours that I promised, and I can't go beyond this one. Thank you very much for everyone being on the show. Tomorrow again is another day for us. Sometimes I like having this type of argument anyways. Tomorrow is a day for us to do another running. Let's have the best moment leading up to the end of the year. It's just going to be freestyle. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting as best as I can. Once again, let's say thank you to everybody for making this show, super. God bless you. My name is Edafi Matias. You love to come in and look on the spot. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. As Peter will say, I'm the Utoma one of Uganda. And Aso will take liver. And Aso Abago says, well done, sir. Well done to you too. Thank you, and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye-bye.